With us now is Gregory Zarian. Welcome to the show. How are you today?
Good morning. How are you?
Very well. It is the middle of July. You just celebrated a birthday in May. I celebrated a
Thank
birthday
you.
in June. And here we are. It is a hot summer in Long Island. How's it out in Los Angeles?
It's kind of warm. Yeah, it's heating up. And you know what they say about the Taurus and the Geminis connecting?
Yes,
Pretty fantastic. Yeah.
it is fantastic.
We're
Maybe we'll get
we're
to act
hugging
in a
right now.
project. Maybe we'll get, yeah, we are hugging. I would love to work with you. You are super talented. At what age did you realize that you had a gift in the theater and the arts?
Uh, I want to, in the past couple of years, I realized I had a really strong gift. My acting career just happened. Somebody came up to me in the department store and said, "Hey, are you an actor?" And I said, "Sure." And 25 years later, have been nominated for an Emmy. So, and I love that you
Congrats.
say gift. Thank you. For a lot of people, it is a gift, and for a lot of other people, you know, not that not everybody works, but it's a lot of work,
It
and
is.
it's a lot of rough and tumble. It's a lot of going to class, doing your due diligence to be really great at what you do. And, every day is class to me. Every day is school to me. Every day is what can I do to be a better actor and a storyteller?
When you are preparing to become a character, how much of
Yeah.
that is already like written for you, and how much are they asking you to kind of collaborate and bring something from within?
As an actor, you are just given a script and you are given sides and an audition piece until you get the job. And it is your job to tell that story. And if the powers that be like it, you were then hired and then you get to be on set and do that. I believe in giving a character a life before the script. I believe in seeing what their life could be possibly. And I always write a letter to God as the character, just to kind of get planted in what that is. And
Wow.
one of the ways that I find my character is through mannerisms and gestures. I, Gregory, do this, but other characters may do that, maybe do something else. And that's how I kind of find who he's going to become.
So when you got the Emmy nomination, who's the first person that you called to tell them all about that?
Uh, you know, my publicist Matt was really great. Him and I were kind of in conversation a little bit, and I didn't want to talk to anybody other than him because it's been a journey. And as you know, we're in this pandemic, and the world is different. And you really just, for me, I had to be really careful as to feel the beat of where we were, but also know exactly what was happening. So I spoke to him, and I got very emotional. And I was getting ready to write a letter to God because I write a letter to God for every job. And he called me, said, "You got it." And then my older brother called. As
Wow.
you and I were discussing, I have an identical twin brother, and he called and I said, "Vincent, oh my God, I got nominated for an Emmy." And he goes, "Dude, for what?" And I said, "Well, when I was in New York last year, Venice the series." Because I don't know what that series is, but I saw you in that car commercial and you were good. So I thought, okay,
Humbling.
it is because what we do, and I'm sure with what, the same thing with what you do, it's really hard. And it kind of knocked it down a peg. And I thought, wasn't that car commercial? It was Buick Regal. Wasn't that car commercial really great? I love you. And I hung up and I just took a moment and it was actually perfect. It was really perfect.
Yeah. He loves you unconditionally. He loves you because you're his brother, not because of any success that you've achieved. And he's proud of you like for the everyday things that you do. How fun to like grow up with a twin. And I know in doing my research that you guys were bullied when you were kids. And that's why bullying is such an important platform. Can we talk about that a little bit, Gregory?
Thank you for that. Yeah, we were. Trevor Lawrence and I were bullied. And here's the thing, we're identical twins. And if you don't know what to say, you say something. And a lot of the times, I have this, I love this saying, hurt people. And when you're a kid trying to make it in the world and you don't know what to do, and there's two, you're like, ah. And, I'm lucky because Lawrence and I went through it together. Our older brother, Vincent, who I was just talking about, 4 years older, he was a spaceball jock, but we were these just awkward, fat kids with the bowl haircut. And Instead of mom and dad buying us these cool t-shirts, they bought us these button-up shirts and these slacks and these leather shoes, and we weren't cool. And we just wanted to be picked for the kickball team. And what's great is we went through it together. And here's what's wonderful about the show that I'm on is my character gets bullied, and my character plays a twin, and the twins are bullied, and then my character's bullied by my boss, who's portrayed by Orla Cassidy, and her character's bullied. So being bullied, I think it's a rampant epidemic all over the world. Even now, as we are in COVID, people are cyberbullied. So what was really lovely for me is to be able to tell the story of my character being bullied and share what the follow through is, because at the end of the day, we just want to be loved. We are lovable, and we want to be loved and lovable. So it was very serendipitous to be able to give it that platform and to take it now and talk in broader spectrums.
And the Trevor Project means something to you. So is that your favorite
It does.
charity and your favorite cause right now? Are you a champion for them?
I am, because I'm a champion for quite a few organizations. The Trevor Project, freetolove.org, who's amazing, and also Project Angel Food. But here's what I love about the Trevor Project. When I was being bullied, Lawrence and I were able to talk about it. But now, since cyberbullying is so broad and so vast, there's somebody, if you go to trevor.org, and you go for live, you find somebody that is online, it's Trevor Chat, that can talk to you, because the only thing that somebody is doing is wanting to know what to do when they are being bullied.
Yeah.
And there's somebody on the other side that is actually there to say, hey, what's going on? How are you? And I'm sure with your research in regards to where we are in the world, cyberbullying leads to tons of suicide. For kids, they could be our next president. And it's as simple as saying, when somebody is cyberbullying, close your computer, get up, walk away. Don't get lost in that tunnel. And if one person hears this one time a day or goes to Trevor or do whatever, then you and I have done a great thing. We've saved a life, because nobody should want to commit suicide because they're different. They should want to celebrate who they are and spread that goodness to all of us, because you and I are Taurus and Geminis, and we love hard, and we want to meet those amazing people that are hiding behind a computer screen because they're different.
We absolutely do. Speaking of challenges, I want to touch upon a point, is that you've been sober now for a while. So I know it's like one day at a time. I know that we have a large viewing audience that could gain some insight and some hope if you could just share your story with them so that they can feel relatable to you.
Okay, that was good. Here's my story in regard, especially with where we are.
Okay.
We are all so afraid with what's going on in the world in this pandemic. So in regards to my sobriety, it's the best thing I've ever done. In regards to taking a moment at a time, if you or someone you love is struggling from an addiction, you are not alone. If you are by yourself and you don't know what to do, go online and ask for help. Because I guarantee you there is somebody right next door, somebody on the other side of this computer screen that is suffering. Because my thought about addiction is it is just a thought. Facts aren't real. And in sobriety, there's a great saying called stinking thinking. And we just want the voices to stop. So reach out, say I need help. I extend this to anybody that will take my hand on this. Please reach out to me on a social platform, and I will reply to everybody that is dealing with an addiction, alcohol, drugs, because hopefully I will be 15 years clean and sober in August. And it's the best choice I've ever made. And it's about being of service, and it's about being there for somebody else. So anybody needs me, please reach out.
I'm a motivational speaker and a life coach. One big scream. Ready? Scream. The inconsistency is not so much with them, it's with you. And it's you finding the fact that you are enough as you are, no matter what.
Speaking about being in service, as an actor, I really feel that part of what we're supposed to be doing is to be in service to our audience. is to bring them that joy, to take them on a journey. A character for you that speaks to you, what would that be? Like, is there some part you haven't played yet that you really want to celebrate and put up on screen?
Yeah, I'd love the. I'm a deep romantic kind of guy, but I love romance, the whole thing with the flowers and the cards and all of that. I think it'd be really fun to play somebody. I hope you may appreciate this. The Taurus Gemini thing is being somebody that gets a little unhinged.
Okay.
I think it's always fun to, we all have these moments of when we are in our brain, and I call what happens up here a circus. So it'd be kind of fun to have somebody hire me and present my circus and have it filmed and just give it a different name. Because at least if I give it a name, a different name, it's not as personal.
Exactly right.
Because we all have a bit of crazy, I feel, and it's
do.
just the way we respond. How if you had to perform a character, what would that be, and how would she be?
I think it would be fun for me to be able to play characters that were careers that I would have chosen if I didn't have the career that I am now. So like right now I'm a talk show host and a producer of other projects, but I wanted to be an art teacher, a grade school art teacher. And at times I also thought I'd like to be an attorney. So I think by acting, sometimes you get a little taste of what that life and journey would be like if you weren't currently in the career that you're in. So I'm thinking those would be my choices. I'm like,
no, I love that.
Not a doctor, right? Not a doctor, but I can play one on TV. What was that, Marcus Welby, I think, or somebody quoted that.
The people that did Westworld brought me in for a series last week, and I got to be a doctor, and it was I got to put on the scrubs and the lab coat, and it's as you just said, stepping into something new. And the greatest gift of anybody that wants to be an actor is you just get to tell stories. And I have 2 nephews, and I invite them all the time to tell me what their story is and imagine what Uncle Gregory and Uncle Lawrence do and what would that story be like. Because all it is just sharing a part of you and what that looks like for you, the magical as if. So who knows, maybe you will be an artist and I will be I'll be the new dad down the street, and I'll come in and I will need to take an art class, and we just, oh my God, we just created a Hallmark movie.
We did. I think we did create a Hallmark movie. Let's pitch it to them.
And we're love interests, and
okay.
we tell a beautiful story.
And when we win an Emmy for that, we'll go back to this tape and we'll be like, oh, we created it in that moment.
Thank you.
End scene. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. It was fun to visit with you. And I'm looking forward to breaking bread with you, in the 3-dimensional world sometime. But I wish you all the best and continued success. And feel free to reach out to me anytime. I'm here in Long Island and you're there in LA, but you never know.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gregory. It was really fun to meet you.
We are going to do a face-to-face, I promise.
Okay, sounds lovely. Happy journeys to you and your whole family.
Thank you. You
too.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.